Hi, Shelley here from Cavan, Ontario, Elite Empowerment Business Coach. I wanted to come on today and talk about heart to heart sales. Now, for the most part, I'm talking to business people, entrepreneurs, but this also pertains if you're an individual who doesn't like being sold to, who walks into a store and as soon as you see a salesperson coming towards you, you're like, oh, it feels daunting. It feels yucky. What if you could change that feeling, right? So I wanted to, I'm going to refer to some notes I've made out of a book that I've read. It's The Science of Getting Richer by Wallace D. Wattles. And I just wanted to share here and help you maybe get a different feeling for this. And I highly recommend this book if you are an entrepreneur or business owner, or if you're thinking of becoming one. It's a really, really good book. And even if you're not, if you're in a career, or if you're just curious, it really is a good book for everyone to read. It's one of my fave. It really is. So there is a science to getting rich. There is a science to the science of the mind. So there's a few things I want to read out of here, and then I'm going to give you my take on it. So there are certain laws which govern the process of acquiring riches. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. Those who do things in a certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich. Those who do not do things in a certain way, no matter how hard they work or how able they are, remain poor. So how does this relate to sales? There's an order to everything in life. Heaven's first law is order. So if you are trying to do big things in a small way, it's not going to work. It's about the things that we do and doing them in a certain way. It's getting order. And this is really important, so important when it comes to sales. It is a natural law that like causes always produces like effects. So the law of cause and effect, right? So if you're doing something in a certain order and one that seems like a process, and that's where I'm going to come back to that, and it feels good and it doesn't feel yucky, doesn't feel daunting, and it feels good, it feels natural, you're falling in love with the process, it'll have a good effect. It really, really will. I love sales. I love sales. And this is why, because my mentor, Angie Thomason, has coached and taught me that sales is the highest form of coaching. And you know what? It doesn't matter what industry you are in. It really doesn't. You are helping people make the best decision for them. You really, really are. So when someone comes up to you, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's pin that for a minute and talk about if someone comes up to you and you're in a store and you're like, oh, here comes a salesperson. What if you changed that feeling and went, you know what? This person, using the law of assumption, if you were to assume that this person is really interested in helping you make the best decision for you, whether you're in a store to buy a couch, a new shirt, a car, they're really there to help you make the best decision for you. And it isn't always about the sale. We do heart-to-heart selling. We do heart-to-heart selling in our community. And you know what? Not everybody that I get on a conversation with and have a call with is a good fit. It doesn't make you wrong. It just makes you different. And we don't have what you're looking for. And you know what? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There is, And this happens a lot when I get on calls with people, and just as much as it does when I help someone make the decision to enroll and come into our community and study them. And I would really love to talk to you about this more. If you're interested, just reach out and we can book a call. And there's one other point I want to make about sales for more of our business entrepreneur people, or even, the individual that's looking to enhance themselves, elevate themselves. To elevate yourself, it's not a matter of environment. If it were, right? If you were meant to be rich or live a better life based on your environment, there would be a lot more rich people in the world, right? There's a lot of people that have done well and have come from an environment that they weren't given the tools. They weren't given the tools. I came from, a lower middle class family. Everybody worked hard. We met our needs. However, I know there was more that my father wanted to give us, but wasn't able because he lacked the tools. And it wasn't that his intention wasn't there, but he didn't have order. Some people out there make loads of money, but they're broke. They're broke. And, it's a matter of order. It's getting your thoughts in order. It's doing things in a certain way. So I would love to talk to anyone who would like to talk about this. Without giving away too much, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. And we do have something maybe coming up in our community that could help you with this. So reach out to me. I would love to chat. And you can fall in love with sales. I know when there was a time I felt the same way. I felt the same way. If you've been following me for a long time, you know that I've had my own coaching business. I've owned a spa. What else have I done? I've been part of an MLM. I've done a lot of selling. And I've helped people elevate themselves. I've supported them in changing their lives. So I'm talking from a place of experience. So again, reach out. I'd love to talk to you. Comment below. Send me a message. And just remember, you can fall in love with sales. You can make a difference in people's lives. It's heart-to-heart selling. It's heart-to-heart. You build that relationship and you have the best intentions. You have the best intentions to help that person make the best decision for them. Whether that means a further relationship with you or sending them in another direction. You've done your job. Have a great day, people. Talk to you soon.